Welcome to a demo on how to create wild maps on the Wild Knowledge portal. First of all, we're going to click on the wild map icon, and then rather than choosing My Maps, we're going to be looking at the Create option. And first things first, we need to give the map a title. So in this instance, this is going to be called the Oxford Castle. We're going to create a trail around the castle. I already have some text information describing the actual trail and the castle itself pre-written just to save some time here, so we just paste that in. The next side of this map is to actually create a little icon, so just use a very simple image to represent the map when it's displayed on the phone. Finally, I'm just going to quickly add some audio in here, some trumpets to welcome the user to the trail, give it a bit of fun. And there is a mini form which is attached to this map, which enables the user to also record information as they move around. So it's a two-way process. So now I'm going to add my designated interest point, or DIP. You can choose lots of different icons. I'm going to choose a numerical one in orange here, and I'm going to put that on the location of the castle itself. So this is all about individual interest points now. So I'm going to talk about one of the buildings, which is the tower. And again, I've created some information about St George's Tower just to save some time. I'm going to copy that and paste that within my notes about the designated interest point. I have a position there, you see, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save that as I'm working along for good practice. So save and continue editing. And then you'll see we've got three green tabs along here: media, questions, and forms. So the media is where we attach our videos, audio clips, and also images. I'm just going to add a few images about the castle to give the user some information about that. And so the first image is about the castle, so I'll call that the castle. The second image, for those who've been to Oxford Castle, it's situated right next to a mound. So I'm just going to add that on. There we go, and I shall call that the mound. And that will suffice for media for the purposes of this. But as you can see, it's very easy to add any type of media. Also, you can link to web pages. I didn't mention that. And then I'm going to do a little quiz. So under question, I'm going to ask a question here. And again, go back to my bit of text. When did work on the castle begin? What year did work on the castle begin? Now, you could hide the answer in text. You could require the user to go around the site and find information on the site. It's up to you how you do that. So I'm just typing those in. One more. I won't make it too difficult. And then what you have to do is tick the correct answer. Just fix that. Tick the correct answer and save that. If I wanted to, I could also add a recording form to that particular dip, but I'm not going to in this incident. As you will remember, there is a mini form they can gather information with as they walk around the site. So we're pretty much done there. We've got all our bits of information. I'd obviously create a few more points if I was creating a full-on trail. Registered users can make free interest points. Subscribers are unlimited. But we've got our trail, and we're going to go and use that in the field now. So we need to deploy that to the device by ticking the publish. And we're ready to roll, and we can now deploy that to the device. Okay, so here we have the device with the WildMap app bit there, and we have the Oxford Castle intro audio. I'm going to download that content to the device and then open it, and this will display the map with the point of interest on it. So here we go. We have a simple navigation panel on the left where you can zoom and pan and so forth, and you simply click on your point of interest, and this displays the photos we uploaded, also the text information about the tower itself in this case, and the quiz question in which year the castle was built. And it will tell you whether you're right or wrong. So now we're out in the field, actually using the app at the castle itself, and endeavouring to answer those questions and find out a little more about the castle and its constituent parts. Remember, with WildMap you can also add your own information it is a two-way process. Registered users do have a mini form where they can geotag information and write small comments about what they're looking at. This data is then uploaded to the Wild Knowledge portal, and if we go back to that and then click on the WildMap area, again let's have a look at our My Maps rather than the Create tool, and we've only got one map in this account. We could look at that map, or we can have a look at the data which was uploaded. As with other applications, it comes in a tabular form, and we've got one record uploaded here, comments about the previous use of the building, and that can be visualized as a map as well. So you can see we have the orange dot, which was the original point of interest, the designated interest point, and then the information which was filled in by the visitor there. So you can also toggle between satellite imagery and Google Maps, as well as using the WildMap as an interface. So an important feature of WildMap being the fact that it is a two-way process, and that is WildMap, how to create, mobilize and visualize.